Welcome back to Red Tone Studio. I'm Chad Carlson. Today we're going to be talking about the fifth portion of my Telecaster build, where we're going to be drilling holes in this Telecaster body. Not too hard here, a little tricky part at the end, which we'll talk about. But first, we're going to talk about how we're going to get the electronics from the pickups into the control cavity. Now this is pretty simple to do. What you need is a long drill bit. Mine, I think, is 12 inches long, so a whole foot. I'm going to come in where the neck is, and it's going to drill straight down through into the neck pickup cavity and then into my string guide cavity. That's pretty simple. And then I'm going to take that same drill bit, come in at as shallow of an angle as possible into this string guide hole, and it's going to go all the way into the control cavity. So that'll get me my neck pickup into the control cavity. Next, I'm going to do mostly the same with the bridge pickup. I'm going to take that same long drill bit, come in diagonally as shallow as I can so it goes into the pickup cavity and comes out the control cavity. Now that's pretty simple. That'll wire it all together. We'll talk about it when we're wiring it up, but make sure you ground the bridge. This will give you that channel to do that. Then we've got the electronics on the inside, but we need to get them now to the outside of the guitar. There's a flat spot here in the template that allows you to put a pickup jack. So I'm using one of these jacks. It's not necessarily what is traditionally used, but it works great for staying in. Two little screw holes. This is going to go right there. So I just need to drill in with a 7/8 drill bit. It doesn't have to go all the way in, but at least probably an inch and a half, and then you can take that 3/8 drill bit and go all the way into the control cavity to get your wire in. And then finally we get to the hardest part, which is the string ferrules that go on the back side of the guitar. So these go 6 in a row, and that will hold your strings. Now this isn't necessary. If you want to do a top loader and you have a bridge that's a top loader, you can skip this step. I like the look of the string ferrules, so I'm going to be doing those on this guitar. This is a little bit trickier to do, but I'm going to take my template, which is sitting behind me, smack it on the top, mark the 6 holes, but only drill halfway through the guitar. Then I'm going to flip it over, put my template on here again, drill those same 6 holes, which is 9/64, I believe, and we're going to drill those in, and hopefully they meet in the middle. The reason why we're not drilling all the way through from the top is that our drill bit may wander as it gets through the body. This is pretty soft wood, so we don't have to worry too much about it. But if you're doing a walnut or an ash, sometimes it'll follow that grain pattern, and then your string ferrules on the back side are going to be crooked. So that's why we do halfway on both sides, and hopefully they meet in the middle. If not, we can move your drill around if you need to. Make sure they work. It's going to be covered up. If you do that from the top, it can be covered up by the bridge anyways. And then to get these sit down recessed, we got to take a 5/16 drill bit, follow those same 6 holes, go down in, say about not even a half an inch, and then we'll come back again with a 3/8 drill bit to widen out just the very tops so that these will sit flush. They don't have to sit flush, but I like them sitting flush. So that's what we're going to be doing. And that'll be it for this installment. So we're going to head out to the shop and see how this goes. After I'm done, we'll come back in and we'll discuss. So thanks for watching. All right, we're back in from the shop. I've got all my holes drilled, some good, some not quite so good, some pretty awful, but you always learn every time you do a new one. So, the good stuff. I'm easily made the wire holes from the pickups into the control cavity. That was easy enough. Hopefully they are wide enough to get the wires through. I think we'll be all right. For the input jack, you can see it's definitely not centered. I don't know what happened, if the drill wandered or what it was. It's a big spade bit, maybe not the best idea for that. A Forstner bit might have worked better. Finding a way to clamp it up in my drill press might have also worked better. But the input jack drops right in, so I'm not too worried about it. It is what it is. And then for the string ferrules going through, the good news is, going from the top and going from the bottom, I definitely hit them every single time. So I definitely have string through holes. Here on the back, yeah, they're in a straight line, which is nice. There's a little bit of deviation between holes as far as, you know, in between each one. Very, very small. I'm pretty happy with it. Unless you're really up close, you probably wouldn't even notice the difference. Yeah, so all in all, I think it went really well. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see the next installment. In that installment, I will be doing the final sanding and then the roundovers, and then probably some more final sanding. So you want to get that as good as possible before paint, which we'll talk about in the next one. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.